Hi, Chad from Silent Tiger Martial Arts. I have a tip today on your forward stance or front stance, whichever your style calls it. One of the problems with beginners is they take a very narrow approach, and then they're off balance, and their torsos turn, leads to really bad habits. Another problem they have is they go too wide, okay, and then it appears like you're more flexible this way, but you're very off balance again to this side. So what I want to talk about is how to get the proper measure. So if you do your horse or horse riding stance, and you're in this position here, and you pretend this is the outside of your box. If you had two corners of the box here and two corners in front, that's kind of where I want to be, is in the inside corner of that box. Now you'll know if you have the right distance from a very simple trick. I'm going to show this on two different angles so you can really follow along. This has helped my students immensely. What you do is you step out. You figure it's about right, you get your torso straight, your chambers, everything's good. Then you're going to measure. You're going to drop your back knee directly in front of that leg. So don't bring it out or in. You're going to take your fist, you're going to measure fist distance between that foot and this one. Now it doesn't matter if you're more flexible, you've got a long stance, you want to make a 90-degree angle. So if I was measuring between here and here, I draw an imaginary line, matches this knee to this heel. Now, when I measure, I go across. I don't want to go diagonal. I want to go across an imaginary 90-degree line. When I do that, I want to be between 3 and 5 fist distance. Anything more than 5, you're going to be off balance. Anything under 3, it's going to feel like you're on a tightrope. It's going to be too narrow and off balance. Okay, once you've got that down, I want to talk about C-stepping. C-stepping is how we transition from one move to another when we're doing our kata, our forms. A C-step, I'll show you from this angle first, would be if I'm in my nice forward stance and I've got my hands in chamber and I take a step. If I just step like a robot, the problem with this is a lot of beginners will turn their body, okay, and it leaves you off balance. You're set up for a sweep other technique. So what we do in our system is called a C-step. We will bring our feet together and bring it out. In and out. Now you should practice going up and down your training hallway at home a couple dozen times. Just doing that. And always keep your hands in chamber, wherever that may be. It might be up here, maybe here, wherever. But get in the position you want to be in, because practice makes perfect, but perfect practice makes even better, right? Okay, one other thing you want to do, get yourself an old belt. Hopefully it's a weight belt, right? And you lay it across the floor, so you make a nice straight line with it, like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start off right in front of this. I'm going to show you offensive, defensive capabilities of this stance that most people don't realize. When you're here and you step out, if this is the center line, or the line that my opponent's going to attack me on, and it comes right up the center of my body, if I stand here, I'm going to get hit. If I step forward, I'm still going to get hit. When I C-step, it actually puts me just off that line of attack. When I come across, I'm going to go this way. It should be that your head, even if my chest is straight, should just miss that. So if that was a straight punch coming down, my C-step is enough to just have it miss. Okay? Now you can practice this with a string running across 2 points, and treat it much like a kickboxing drill or a boxing drill where you do a bob and weave, but instead of a bob and weave, you do your forward stance under that line. It's going to stay, and you're going to go under it. Pretend like you're dodging something. Now that's the defensive application. The offensive application is that it puts my back leg in an offensive position to cause a trip or a sweep or a throw. So I'm here, I step in, I'm dodging that first attack, and then I'm going around his leg. Or as I teach my students, I'm taking his space. Once my leg is behind their leg, you do sweep, trip, throw, whatever the case may be. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice this. Make sure you measure it. Practice it a couple dozen times going forward and back, and you'll really get this down. Remember that your stance is the most important part of martial arts. Our power comes from the ground up. If we have weak stances, we can't effectively stop a takedown. We can't throw powerful punches or kicks. Hopefully this helped you out. If you have any other ideas or suggestions for tips, please feel free to email me, silenttiger@shaw.ca. Again, it's Chad from Silent Tiger. Thank you.